Alright, y'all. As you can see, I have emptied and freshened up the van. This is going to be round 2, winter edition. I spent 4 months in this van and just basically took a month off and got an apartment. And I'm just going to take advantage of that and, go over in my head all the things I would have done differently in this van if I were going to live in it again, which apparently I am. And it's going to be over a winter. So my mind's a racing. I've got 3 days to prepare the van before the end of my stay. Thinking about how I would have things. I have emptied the van completely. I threw out a bunch of stuff. I threw out the old foam mattresses because those were a nightmare. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time figuring out the bed. And yeah, starting over fresh. I took everything out. Not much worked the first time around at all. So I've got a lot of thoughts, and I'm going to be keeping winter in mind now. I just spent a whole summer in the van. It doesn't get over 67, like 72 is the max high in the middle of August here, and the lows mostly stay at 40 but can get as low as freezing. So I need to begin preparing myself for winter. I have no heater. I have summer blankets and summer pajamas and summer clothes. I am in no way, shape, or form prepared to live in this van over a winter. I have no idea what the winters are like here in Oregon, on the coast. But, I mean, for Christ's sake, I'm a lifelong New Yorker. I don't think the coast winters are going to be anything like a New York winter. So, I think I'm going to be okay. I'm really wanting a wood stove. I always did. I wanted to do the wood stove when I first came out here, but I'm glad I didn't because I didn't know jack. I still don't feel like I know jack. I've been in this van for 4 months. I still don't feel like I'm going to get anything right the second time, but I'm going to dang try. Like I said, really trying to figure out where I can put a wood stove in here. I know it's so flippin' dangerous, guys, to have fire in a van with 2 pets. Like, I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy to have a wood stove, but I'm kind of really set on it, I think. They've got pellet stoves, they've got propane. Like, I just feel better about using wood fire. I just have always used wood fire. I've been a wood fire person my whole life, and I'm going to be living in the forest on 50 acres and free to collect as much wood as I want. I won't have to pay a dime for sticks. So I'm going to try to probably make a wood stove happen in this van. Van's still holding up. Van's still holding up. I'm just gonna run it as long as I can and go hard this winter, stay on budget, and hopefully crush my emergency fund by spring, so I can start really saving for the tiny home. Because it's pretty clear to me that regular living is not really for me. I've been somewhat miserable in this apartment the last couple weeks. I mean, a lot of it's the roommate, but a lot of it's not. A lot of it's just instantly just abusing internet again. Like I thought, without having internet this whole time, all summer, I was like, yeah, no way, I'll get internet, I'll go back to that apartment, and I'll be able to control my internet use. Horse shit. Minute I got in that apartment, I was back on Facebook and Instagram and scrolling 4 hours a night. Well, into the hours of night where normally in the last 4 months everything's been dark because I don't have electricity, so when the sun goes down I stop doing stuff. So it's been 4 months of no internet and keeping me awake, and it disturbs my sleep, messes up my circadian rhythms staring at that screen all night. Like, there are a lot of things I don't miss about having electricity. The lights on all night, like my neighbors, all their lights just blast in to my window, and I didn't do any cooking in this apartment whatsoever. I still stayed on my normal cooking schedule here, so I've pretty much been spending all my time in the van, and I'd rather free up that $700 to go towards my emergency fund. It's just not worth it. I can't believe it. It's not worth it. Like, I'll probably be pissing and moaning in a couple months when it's really cold, but right now it's just not worth it to me to pay $700 for rent when I could just as easily sleep in the van for $150 a month instead. So I'm gonna do it, and I'll probably put this on YouTube because I haven't done a lot of fan videos. I've been updating my trip, but I think this is probably a good place to pick up on my actual YouTube video. So round 2, baby.